Ladies and gentlemen, this Wednesday is not just another day in the week. It is the day that will silently stand in front of you and ask a question. What have you done with your time? There will be no noise, no warning, no one holding up a sign telling you that this is the moment, but it will come. And when it comes, it will be clear whether you are ready or not. This Wednesday will be a mirror, and a mirror does not lie. And you have been moving through your days thinking you have more time, thinking there will always be another chance, another opportunity, another moment to prove yourself. But time does not work like that. There are moments that never repeat, moments that once gone are gone forever. This Wednesday will be one of those moments. You will either arise or you will disappear into the background where no one remembers you. And the world does not remember those who hesitate. It does not remember those who wait for the perfect time. It only remembers those who act when the moment comes. Ask yourself right now, before this Wednesday arrives, have you been preparing? Have you been strengthening your mind, sharpening your skills, disciplining your habits? Or have you been distracted, comfortable, telling yourself you will start tomorrow? Because when Wednesday comes, there is no tomorrow. There is only yes or no, pass or fail, be remembered or be forgotten. You need to understand that this Wednesday is not about luck. It is not about chance. It is about the small choices you have been making for weeks, months, maybe even years. Those choices have been building something inside you, either strength or weakness, either clarity or confusion. When the test comes, you cannot pretend, you cannot fake discipline. You cannot suddenly create courage. You either have it or you don't, and Wednesday will reveal it. There are people who will walk into this Wednesday unprepared, and they will try to hide it, and you will hope the moment is small enough to escape notice, but it won't be. The truth always shows. This day will strip away the mask and show exactly who you are underneath. The question is, will you like what you see? Or will you feel that sinking weight in your chest knowing you could have done more? That is the kind of pain that stays with you. The pain of knowing you failed for not because you couldn't win, but because you didn't prepare. This is why the days before Wednesday matters so much. Every action, every choice, every hour you have right now is a chance to build yourself into the kind of person who can pass the test. Not just pass it, but crush it. You must be relentless. Remove the distractions. Silence the noise. Focus on what truly matters, because the clock is ticking and the moment is approaching whether you are ready or not. This Wednesday will not wait for you to feel. The moment will not adjust itself to your comfort. Life does not work that way. You must adjust yourself to the moment. You must be the one to step forward with strength when others step back in fear. You must be the one who says, I am ready, and means that kind of readiness does not come from thinking about it. It comes from doing the work, even when no one is watching, even when it feels pointless, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Understand this. You cannot negotiate with Wednesday. You cannot ask for an extension. You cannot delay the test. It will arrive and it will demand an answer from you. The answer is not in your words, it is in your actions. The way you show up, the way you handle pressure, the way you perform when it matters. And all of that depends on what you are doing right now before the moment arrives. Some people will treat Wednesday like any other day. They will waste it. They will sleep in, scroll their phones, talk about things that do not matter. They will miss it entirely. And then when the consequences come, they will wonder what happened. But deep down they will know. They will know they were given a chance and they let it slip away. Don't be one of them. And don't be the person who lives with the memory of a chance they wasted. Be the person who shows up ready. So ready that the moment cannot shake you. There will come a second on Wednesday when it's clear the moment has arrived. Your heart will beat faster. Your mind will sharpen. You will know that this is it. At that point, it's too late to prepare. You will either act with precision and strength, or you will stumble, and once it's over, you will not get it back. That is the truth. That is the weight of this Wednesday. So decide now. Decide that you will not walk into that day as the same person you were yesterday. Decide that every hour from now until then will be used to make yourself stronger, faster, sharper, more disciplined. Decide that when this Wednesday arrives, you will meet it head on. And when it is over, you will not have to wonder what could have been, because you will know exactly what you gave everything. Because in the end, there are only two outcomes. Pass the test and rise or fail and be forgotten. This Wednesday will decide which one you are, and the decision starts right now. Life will test you, and this Wednesday will be no different. In fact, this Wednesday may be one of the biggest tests you've faced in a long time. It will not announce itself with a loud voice. It will come quietly disguised as just another day. And yet, it will carry the weight to decide your direction. The truth is, every single day is a test, but some days carry more weight than others, and this Wednesday will be one of those days. Do not be fooled to thinking tests only happen in classrooms or during official examinations. The real tests in life are constant. They come when you are tired, when you are distracted, when you least expect them. They come in moments of pressure, moments where you have to decide between the easy way and the right way. They come in moments where you must choose whether to stand firm or give in. This Wednesday is one of those moments, and it will demand an answer from you. The test is not about what you say. It is about who you are when the challenge appears. It will measure your patience, your discipline, your ability to keep moving forward when everything inside you screams to stop. It will measure how well you have trained yourself to stay calm under pressure, to think clearly, and to act decisively. This is why preparation is not optional. This is why the days leading up to this Wednesday matter more than you realize. You must understand that the test is not something you can cheat. You cannot fake character. You cannot pretend to have discipline when you haven't built it. You cannot improvise strength when you have spent your life avoiding discomfort. The test will expose you. It will show exactly where you stand, and there will be no place to hide. This Wednesday, you will either stand tall or collapse under the weight of your own unpreparedness. And here is the truth that so many ignore. Life's tests are not meant to break at you. They are meant to reveal you. They are meant to bring out what you have been building in the dark. If you have been consistent, if you have been doing the work when no one was watching, this Wednesday will feel like the natural next step. It will still challenge you, but you will rise to it. But if you have been avoiding the work, if you have been giving into comfort and distraction, this Wednesday will feel like a wall too high to climb. Every person will face a moment where life says, now show me who you are. That moment may come for you this Wednesday. It will not wait for you to feel ready. It will not give you a second chance. It will happen and you will have to answer. This is why you must live in a constant state of readiness, not paranoid, not anxious, but prepared. Prepared in mind, prepared in body, prepared in spirit. The people who pass these tests are not the ones who suddenly decide to be strong in the moment. They are the ones who have been practicing strength every day. They have faced smaller challenges. They have resisted small temptations. They have built discipline in moments when it would have been easier to be lazy. This is why they win, because when the big test arrives this Wednesday, they have already passed it 100 times before in smaller forms. Do not expect the test to be comfortable. It will not be. It will push you. It will place you in situations where your patience is stretched thin, where your resolve is questioned, where your commitment is tempted. You may feel the urge to quit. You may feel the urge to take the easy way out. But remember this, if you choose comfort now, you will pay for it later. If you choose discipline now, you will be rewarded later. The choice will be yours and it will happen in real time without warning. The difference between passing and failing is often just one thing: the willingness to endure discomfort without losing focus. Can you hold your ground when your mind starts whispering excuses? Can you keep moving forward when the pressure builds? That is what this Wednesday will ask of you. And you must be ready to answer with action, not words. When you pass a test like this, something changes inside you. Your confidence grows. You realize you can handle more than you thought. You see that the limits you once believed in were never real. This is why these moments matter so much. They are not just about the outcome. They are about the transformation. They shape you into someone stronger, sharper, and more capable of facing whatever comes next. But if you fail, you also change not in a way you want. You begin to doubt yourself. You replay the moment over and over, thinking about what you could have done differently. And when the next test comes, that memory will be there whispering that you might fail again. That is why passing this Wednesday matters. It is not just about the day itself. It is about the momentum you carry forward. So treat this Wednesday as the proof of who you are becoming. Walk into it with the mindset that you will not be shaken, no matter what it throws at you. Do not hope for an easy test. Hope for a hard one, because the harder it is, the more it will force you to grow. And growth is the real reward. The test is coming. It may be in your work, your relationships, your discipline, your resilience. It may be obvious, or it may be hidden in a small moment that seems unimportant, but it will be there. This Wednesday is your chance to prove to yourself that you can handle what life gives you. Do not waste it. Pass the test, rise above, and make sure when it is over, you are remembered for how you stood when it mattered. This Wednesday will not reward you want, it will reward you for what you have prepared for. You can dream, you can hope, you can imagine the best outcome possible. But if you have not done the work before this Wednesday arrives, you will not see the result you are hoping for. Opportunity does not wait for preparation. Opportunity arrives when it wants. And this Wednesday might be the moment it chooses you. The question is, will you be ready, or will you stand there wishing you had more time? People love to believe that the day of opportunity will give them strength, that somehow in the heat of the moment they will find the courage, the discipline, the skill they never practiced. But it doesn't work like that. This Wednesday will not magically transform you into the person you wish to be. It will only expose the person you have been becoming all along. If you have been consistent, you will rise naturally. If you have been careless, you will fall naturally. That's the truth. Preparation is not exciting. It's not glamorous. No one is clapping for you when you wake up early, when you study while others waste their time, when you train alone while the world is sleeping. But those moments are where the real victory begins. Those are the bricks that build the foundation you will stand on this Wednesday. If the foundation is weak, the whole structure collapses. If it is strong, nothing can shake you. This Wednesday will not be kind to those who have spent their time in comfort. Comfort is the enemy of readiness. Comfort convinces you that you have more time than you actually do. Comfort makes you believe that the big moment will somehow be easy. But when the pressure comes, comfort turns into fear. And fear freezes you in place. That's why you must train yourself to live beyond comfort, to seek challenge before it is forced upon you. Because when challenge becomes your normal, the test of this Wednesday will feel like just another step forward. Look closely at how you are spending your time right now. Every choice is a deposit into your future. Some people are filling their future with excuses, with regrets, with half-hearted efforts. Others are filling their future with discipline, skill, and strength. Which one are you? Because when Wednesday comes, you will not be able to change the balance. You will only withdraw what you have been putting in. It's easy to say you're ready. It's easy to speak with confidence when nothing is on the line. But real preparation means proving it to yourself before the day arrives. It means testing yourself when no one is watching. It means doing the hard things now, so that when this Wednesday demands your best, it will not feel like something new. It will feel like something you've been doing all along. There is no such thing as being lucky on days like this Wednesday. People call it luck when someone performs well under pressure. But what they are really seeing is preparation meeting opportunity. The so-called lucky ones are those who have been preparing in silence while others have been distracted. They have been sharpening their minds, building their bodies, training their emotions. When the moment comes, they don't panic. And you are not the mind because they have already lived this moment in their practice or 100 times before. This Wednesday could be your chance to step into a new level of life. But only if you have been yourself and into someone who can handle it. Opportunities have weight if you are not stronger enough. They crush you. If you are ready, they lift you higher than you've ever been. That is why the days before Wednesday are not for waiting. They are for building. Every minute you waste now will be a minute you wish you had when the moment arrives. Ask yourself, if Wednesday came right now, would you pass? Would you be proud of the way you show up? Or would you feel the heat of regret before the test even begins? That is the question you must answer before the day arrives. Because if you hesitate now, you will hesitate then. If you avoid the hard work now, and you will avoid the hard choices then. And the moment will slip through your fingers. The people who pass the test this Wednesday will be the ones who have lived every day as preparation for it. They will not be surprised, and you will not be caught off guard. They will walk into the day with quiet confidence because they know they have earned it. And when the moment comes, they will act not because they feel ready, but because they have trained themselves to be ready, regardless of how they feel. So do not wait for this Wednesday to inspire you. Do not wait for the pressure to push you. Use today to push yourself. Use every moment before the day arrives to sharpen your skills, strengthen your resolve, and discipline your actions. Because when Wednesday comes, there will be no time for training, only time for action. And when it's over, the truth will be clear. Those who prepared will rise. Those who didn't will vanish. This Wednesday is not about wishing. It is about proving to yourself that when opportunity arrives, you will not be the one watching it pass by. You will be the one taking it and never letting it go. Discipline is not something you can borrow for one. You cannot wake up on this Wednesday and suddenly expect to have the focus, strength, and control you never practiced before. Discipline is built day by day through choices that seem small but matter more than you realize. If you have been skipping the work, giving into distractions, letting your emotions control you, this Wednesday will expose it instantly. You will stand there knowing you could have done more, and that feeling will burn. This Wednesday will not reward quick bursts of effort. It will not care if you suddenly decide to take things seriously for a few hours. It will care only about who you have been up until that moment. Discipline is not something you turn on when you feel like it. It is who you are. And on this day, it will be tested. The real challenge is not doing the hard thing once. The real challenge is doing it every single day. Even when no one is watching, even when there's no applause, even when you are tired. That is the kind of discipline that matters. That is the kind of discipline that will make this Wednesday a victory for you instead of a defeat. Because the truth is, when the pressure comes, you will not rise to the level of your expectations. You will fall to the level of your training. You must understand that discipline is freedom. Without it, you are a prisoner of your moods, your laziness, your comfort. With it, you can choose to act regardless of how you feel. That is what this Wednesday will demand. You might wake up tired. You might feel fear. You might doubt yourself. But discipline will push you forward anyway. It will force you to act when every part of you wants to retreat. Think about the people who will fail this Wednesday. It won't be because they are not capable. It will be because they relied on motivation instead of discipline. Motivation comes and goes. It is a spark that burns out quickly. Discipline is the fire that keeps burning no matter what. If you have relied only on motivation, this Wednesday will expose you. If you have built discipline, this Wednesday will be your proof. The way you have been living until now has been training you for this moment. Every time you woke up, when you wanted to sleep longer, every time you pushed through the last set, when your body said stop, every time you stayed focused, when distractions tried to pull you away, you were building the muscle of discipline. And that muscle is what will carry you through this Wednesday. There is no shortcut to discipline. You cannot buy it. You cannot fake it. You cannot pretend to have it. You either have it or you don't. And if you don't, this Wednesday will feel like a storm. You can't survive. But if you do, the storm will not scare you. It will challenge you, but it will not break you. Do not confuse discipline with perfection. Discipline does not mean you never make mistakes. It means that even when you fall, you get back up without hesitation. It means you keep moving forward when progress is slow. It means you don't wait for the right mood. You create the right actions. This Wednesday will not be perfect. You will face resistance. Things will not go exactly as planned. But discipline will keep you steady when the ground shakes beneath you. Some people will crumble under the weight of the day because they have been training themselves to quit. They quit on small commitments. They quit on promises to themselves. And now when a bigger test arrives, quitting will be the only thing they know how to do. But those who have trained themselves to keep going, those who have made discipline a part of their identity, will push forward no matter what. Ask yourself now before Wednesday arrives, have you been living in a way that builds discipline or in a way that destroys it? Your answer will determine your fate on that day. Discipline is not built in the moment of the test. It is built in the weeks, months, and years before it. If you have been ignoring it, this Wednesday will be a painful reminder that you can't create strength out of nothing. But if you have been building it, truly building it, then this Wednesday will be different for you. You will step into it with the calmness of someone who has been here before. You will act without hesitation. You will not be shaken by fear because discipline makes fear irrelevant. And when it is over, you will know you passed. Not because the day was easy, but because you are ready for it. This Wednesday will demand your best. Not your best in a moment, but your best as a result of everything you have been doing up to this point. If you have been serious, you will pass. If you have been careless, you will fail. Discipline is the dividing line between those two outcomes, and the choice to build it is yours right now before the moment arrives. When the sun sets on Wednesday, you will know the truth. You will know whether you lived with discipline or without it. And that truth will stay with you long after the day is over. So start now. Build the discipline. Be ready. And when Wednesday comes, you will not just pass the test, you will dominate it. There is a price for being forgotten, and it is heavier than most people can carry. This Wednesday will make that price very real. If you walk into it unprepared, if you hesitate when the moment arrives, if you let fear or laziness control your actions, you will not just fail, you will fade. You will vanish into the background where nobody remembers you. And that is the quiet death most people live through without even noticing. The world moves fast. It does not wait for those who are not ready. It does not pause to give second chances to those who miss their moment. When Wednesday comes, the chance will be in front of you for a heartbeat. If you act, you will take your place among those who are remembered. If you don't, you will be replaced by someone who did. This is how life works. Those who act are seen. Those who hesitate disappear. Think about the people you remember, the ones whose names stay in your mind. They are not remembered because they were lucky. You are remembered because when their moment came, they were ready and they acted without hesitation. This Wednesday will be your chance to do the same. But if you fail to show up fully, you will join the countless faces that blur together, forgotten as if they were never there. Being forgotten is not just about others not remembering you. It's about you not remembering yourself. It's about losing that inner respect you have for who you are. It's about looking in the mirror and knowing that you had a chance to prove yourself and you let it slip away. That kind of regret does not fade quickly. It stays. It whispers to you in quiet moments, reminding you that you could have been more, but you chose less. This Wednesday will not forgive excuses. It will not care about the reasons you give for not being ready. It will only show the results of your preparation or the lack of it. And the painful part is that no one else may even notice when you fail. They will simply move on and you will be left to deal with the silence. That silence is the price of being forgotten. To avoid that fate, you must step into this Wednesday with an unshakable presence. Not arrogance, but certainty. The certainty that comes from doing the work beforehand. The certainty that comes from knowing you have prepared yourself so deeply that the moment cannot take you by surprise. When you walk in with that kind of presence, people remember you not because you shouted, not because you demanded attention, but because you owned your moment completely. The danger is that most people believe there will always be another Wednesday, another chance, another opportunity. But that is not guaranteed. Sometimes the moment in front of you is the only one you get. You either seize it or it is gone forever. And when it's gone, you cannot rewind time. You cannot go back and try again. That is why you must treat this Wednesday like it is the only one you will ever have. Ask yourself honestly, if this Wednesday were the last chance you had to prove yourself, how would you prepare? How would you act? How much would you give? And if the answer is everything, then that is exactly what you must do because you don't know if this will be your last chance. The truth is, the world does not owe you recognition. You must earn it. You must make yourself impossible to ignore, not by being loud, but by being undeniable. This Wednesday is your opportunity to be undeniable. If you pass this test, if you show up with everything you have, people will remember you. More importantly, you will remember yourself. You will look back and know that when it counted, you did not disappear. But if you fail, the forgetting begins immediately. You will be replaced by the next person in line. Your absence will barely create a ripple. The world will go on as if you were never there. And that is the harsh reality. Life keeps moving with or without you. You have a choice right now. You can walk into this Wednesday prepared to leave your mark, or you can drift through it and let it erase you. The choice seems simple, but it is not. It requires courage. It requires effort. It requires that you stop hiding in comfort and start showing up for yourself in a way that demands attention. This is not about ego. It is about legacy. It is about refusing to let your life pass without moments that define you. It is about ensuring that when you are gone, you leave behind proof that you were here. That proof is not built in one day. It is built in all the days leading to this Wednesday. But the test will come, and it will be the moment that locks your place in memory or pushes you into the shadows. So decide now that this Wednesday will not see you fade. Decide that you will not pay the price of being forgotten. Prepare in such a way that when the moment comes, you will take it and make it yours completely. And when the day is over, you will walk away knowing you have secured your place, not just in the minds of others, but in your own heart. This Wednesday will not wait for you to think. It will not give you time to hesitate. It will open the door for a brief moment, and then it will close, whether you step through or not. That is why you must be ready to seize your defining moment without a second of delay. There is no safety in waiting. There is no growth in hesitation. If you are not ready to act, someone else will take the moment that was meant for you. This Wednesday will demand a decisiveness, the kind that comes from knowing you have prepared, knowing you can handle whatever is in front of you. When the opportunity shows itself, you must step forward with full commitment. Half-hearted action will fail. Uncertain action will fail. Only decisive, complete commitment will make this day yours. You cannot hide behind excuses like wasn't sure or I was waiting for the right sign. The right sign is the moment itself. The test is not designed to be comfortable. It will challenge you. It will push you into unfamiliar territory, and that is where growth lives, right beyond the line of your comfort. This Wednesday, you must cross that line without looking back. Every defining moment in life is a doorway. On one side is who you are now. On the other side is who you could become. But the doorway is narrow, and it will not stay open forever. This Wednesday is one of those doorways. If you step through, you will never be the same again. If you stand still, and the door will close, and you will be left with only the thought of what might have been. The people who succeed in moments like this Wednesday are not fearless, they are simply committed. They feel fear like everyone else, but they refuse to let it dictate their actions. They understand that fear is a sign that the moment matters. And when it matters, you must act. Waiting will not make the fear go away. The only way to remove it is to move forward despite it. When the test comes this Wednesday, you will feel the tension. You will feel your mind weighing options, your heart beating faster. This is the exact moment where most people lose. They pause. They say second guess. They let the weight of the decision crush them. Do not be one of them. When you see the chance, take it. Even if you don't know every outcome, even if it feels risky because the truth is not acting is the biggest risk of all. Once the moment is gone, it will not return the same way. Life may offer other chances, but not this one, not in this exact form. And sometimes missing one opportunity changes the entire course of your life. That is why you cannot treat this Wednesday like any other day. This is not a time to coast. This is not a time to think about tomorrow. This is the time to act like there is no tomorrow. That the reward for seizing your defining moment is not just success, it is transformation. You will walk away knowing that when life tested you, you responded with courage and clarity. That knowledge will stay with you forever, and it will change the way you approach every challenge afterward. You will stop seeing moments as threats and start seeing them as invitations to rise. But if you hesitate, if you let this Wednesday slip away, the opposite will happen. Doubt will grow. Fear will take root. You will start believing you are the kind of person who lets moments pass, and that belief will shape your future in ways you do not want. That is the true danger of failing to act. Not just losing the moment, but losing yourself. So make your decision now before this Wednesday arrives. Decide that you will not wait for the perfect time because the perfect time is a lie. Decide that you will step forward the moment the door opens. No matter how ready or unready you feel, decide that you will own this Wednesday so completely that there will be no question about where you stand. When the sun sets on that day, let it set on a version of you who took the leap, who passed the test, who seized the moment without hesitation. Let it set on someone who is remembered not for waiting, not for watching, but for acting. This Wednesday is coming. When it arrives, do not think. Do not wait. That is the true danger of failing to act, not simply losing the moment, but losing yourself in the process. Every time you hesitate, every time you choose comfort over courage, you chip away at the person you could be. And if you let that pattern continue, you don't just miss opportunities, you start to believe that opportunities aren't for you. That's the slow, silent danger. You begin to accept a smaller version of yourself, and one day you wake up realizing you've become someone you never meant to be. So make your decision now before this Wednesday arrives. Don't let it sneak up on you. Don't tell yourself you'll see how you feel when the day comes, because that's how hesitation will. Decide today, right now, that you will not wait for the perfect time, because the perfect time is a myth we tell ourselves to justify delay. The truth? The perfect time never shows up wearing a name tag. It's messy, inconvenient, and often arrives when you feel least prepared. But those are the moments that define you, the ones where your knees shake, your voice trembles, and yet you step forward anyway. This Wednesday will not be just another day. It's a door that will open, and whether you walk through it or not will say everything about you. So promise yourself this: the moment the door cracks open, you step forward. No hesitation, no second guessing, no mental bargaining with fear. You move not because you feel ready, but because you refuse to let readiness decide your fate. Own this Wednesday so completely that there will be no doubt in anyone's mind, least of all yours, about where you stand. Let the day carry your stamp. Let your actions make it unforgettable. Don't drift through it like another date on a calendar sees it so fiercely that it becomes a before and after moment in your life. And when the sun sets on that day, make sure it sets on a version of you that is unrecognizable compared to the one who woke up that morning. Let it set on the version of you who took the leap, who didn't blink when the chance appeared, who proved, if only to yourself, that fear doesn't get the final word. Let it set on someone who passed the test, not because it was easy, but because they decided to show up and give everything they had. Be remembered for acting, not for waiting. For moving, not for watching. For daring, not for doubting. This Wednesday is not just a day, it's a chance to draw a line in the sand and step over it for good. So when it arrives, do not think. Do not wait. Do not let fear sit in the driver's seat even for a second. Step forward. Speak up. Take the shot. Because hesitation kills more dreams than failure ever will. And when the day is over, you will not wonder or what if you will know exactly what you did.